Courtney's Croatians, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to make this small stuffed football. For this project, what you will need is some white yarn. I am using the Super Saver yarn, and brown, also Super Saver. You will also need some stuffing to fill your football with, a needle, and today I am using a 5mm hook, size H, and you will also need some scissors. So I already have 1/2 made. This is what I am going to be showing you today how to make. For your first one, leave a long tail so that way we can weave in our other half to this half. And then your second one, we will leave a short tail. Alright, and to begin, you want to grab your brown yarn. You want to make a magic ring. Chain 1. And then next you want to work 6 single crochets into this ring here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you have your 6 single crochets in that ring, grab your tail and pull it tight. Next you want to work back in this first single crochet that you made. So insert your hook, and slip stitch. Next you want to chain 1, and working in that same stitch you want to work 2 single crochets together. 1 and 2. Next you want to work 2 single crochets together in each stitch around back until the beginning, and you should end up with 12 single crochets all together. And as you can see, I'm also working in that tail that I had. You don't have to, but I find it better and the work to look nicer when you do. Okay. I finished my last set. Next, and don't confuse this slip stitch right here for another single crochet to work into, but this is a slip stitch, and then here's your chain 1 off beside it. You want to insert your hook into that first single crochet, and you want to slip stitch and chain 1. After you chain 1, working back in that same stitch, work 1 single crochet. In your next stitch you want to work 2 single crochets together. Next, work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. In the next stitch, work 2 single crochets together. So we are going to repeat that pattern all the way around back to the beginning. So it's going to be 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 2 single crochets together in the next stitch, just like so. So again, repeat that all the way back to the beginning here. I just finished my last set. Next, you want to go back in that first single crochet of that row around, and you want to slip stitch. Next, you want to chain 1. Working in that same stitch, work 1 single crochet. Next, you want to work 1 single crochet in each stitch around back to the beginning. And if I remember right, I believe you end up with 16. Okay, just finished my last single crochet. I'm going to go into that first single crochet I made, and I am going to slip stitch and chain 1. Next, you want to go into that same stitch, work 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and 2 single crochets in the next. So this is going to be the pattern we repeat all the way around back to the beginning here. You're going to work 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you're going to work 2 single crochets together in the next stitch. Again, that's 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and 2 single crochets together in the next stitch. Just repeat that around back to the beginning. Okay, I just finished my last set. Next, I want to insert my hook into that first single crochet. I want to grab my white yarn. I want to make a slip knot. I want to add that onto my hook. Pull that tight. Pull my yarn through and through to make a slip stitch. And then what I want to do is I want to tie these two together just to secure it in there so it doesn't come loose. And I'm not going to cut off my brown yarn. I'm going to leave it there. And then chain 1 with your white yarn. Working in that same stitch, you want to work 1 single crochet. Next, you want to work 1 single crochet in each stitch around back to the beginning. Alright, I am back to the beginning here. I want to skip my chain 1 and I want to work back in that first single crochet that I made, and I want to grab my brown yarn and I want to pull it through and through. Then I want to get my scissors, cut the white yarn, and I want to tie the white and the brown together again to secure it in, and that way it doesn't come apart. Next, you want to chain 1 and you want to work a single crochet into that same stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. In the next stitch, you want to work 2 single crochets together. And now this is going to be the pattern we repeat all the way around back to the beginning. 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Again, that is 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches and 2 single crochet in the next. Just repeat that all the way around back to the beginning. Alright, I finished my last set. I want to go back in that first single crochet and slip stitch and then chain 1. Alright, so for rows 8 through 11, we are going to be doing the same thing. We want to insert our hook into that same stitch and chain 1, or 1 single crochet, sorry, and then do 1 single crochet in each stitch around back to the beginning. And once you get back to the beginning, again, you will slip stitch into that first single crochet and you will chain 1. After you chain 1, again, you're going to work back in that same stitch and work 1 single crochet and then single crochet in each stitch around back to the beginning. And you will repeat that for rows 8 through 11. After you have your 11 rows, you will slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, and pull your tail through to finish off your project. Remember, one of your tails leave short and the other tail leave long enough to be able to work our 2 pieces together once they are completed. So leave one tail short and the other one make long enough to be able to attach our 2 pieces. You will need 2 of these, so if you need to, rewind the video and make another one of these. And once you have 2 completed, we will attach them together. And after we attach them, I will show you guys how I add my little finger grips. So once you've got all of that completed, I will see you there to begin our next step. Okay, now that you have your two halves together, one with the long tail and one with the short, I had already weaved in my short tail. But what you want to do is you want to grab your needle and you want to insert your long tail into your needle just like so. Bring your two halves together and the one that has the short tail, you want to insert it and pull it closed just like so. Next, all you want to do is weave in and out of each stitch until you have a hole, just a little hole that you can stuff your stuffing into to fill your football up. So just continue doing this around. And it's important to not miss a stitch. So make sure that you are going in every single stitch. But while we are doing this, it's going to make it look like we have another row of single crochets there. Okay, so here's the hole I have. I'm going to pause and I am going to add in my stuffing into the football. You can put in as much stuffing as you like. You can either have it really soft or you can have it nice and firm, whichever is your personal choice. But once you have your football to your liking, all you have to do is just finish weaving in to seal it off. Once you have it all weaved in, any of the stuffing that's sticking out, you can poke it back in. But then what I do is I go off to where the side where I just came through at, and I make a knot. So that way I know that my work is not going to come undone. I do it twice just to ensure that. And once you have it tied, I go back through and I weave it in just a little bit more, so that way I know that it's secure and that you don't have this big bump there after tying it off. And once you weave it in a good ways, you can cut off the extra yarn that you have. And then just squeeze your football around, that way you can get the stuffing in there the way you like it. So here's the back of the football, and here would be the front. Next, you want to get your white yarn insert it into your hook, or your needle, sorry. And you want to figure out where you want it to be on your football. I go to over 2 stitches from this white row, so 1, 2, and I insert, and then I have it come out 2 stitches over from this white row. Next, I loosely tighten or tie this on. I do it 3 times to ensure that it will not come out. I cut it, I slide it over to where my knot is over here. I grab my hook and I push it through just like so, just like that. Next, I again add your white yarn to the needle, and you can go up how many ever stitches you want. 1, 2, I'm going to go up 3, and then come 1, 2, 3, just like so. And you can either make your yarn stay above it like this, or you can grab your hook, pull that yarn through just like so, and do it like that, whichever is your personal choice. But again, you want to loosely tie it cut, pull your knot down, and stuff it inside your football. Just like so. And grab your other end, pull it just a little bit, so that way you can get that knot in there good ways underneath here, so that way nobody sees it or it won't come out. And you want to do the same thing over here. So again, add your white yarn, and you want to make sure that you go 3 up from here again. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now again, loosely tie it together, because if you tie it too tight, it won't look great. Stuff that in there. Just like so. Next, you want to come right here in the middle where we weaved in our 2 halves together. And you want to line them up even with the top. Go in, again, line it up with the bottom here, and pull it through. And while I still have my yarn attached to my needle, I'm going to bring it under, and again, tie it loosely. Because you don't want it too tight. and then push your knot in. Just like so. And if you prefer, you can keep them on top of your middle line, or you can go under, above, under, whatever your preference is. But this is our mini football that we have made today. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Y'all have a great day. Bye.